I am in Shiraz, the last destination of my journey through Iran. I have been traveling around the country for over a week. I came here to learn about the culture and about the people. After a few days in Iran, I realized that the country is not so scary or dangerous after all. I overcame my fears after meeting face to face with the Iranians. They showed me a new face of Iran, one very different from the negative image we're used to see in the West. Despite the Islamic government and women in chadors, Iran is pretty much like any other place in the world.
Called one of the axes of evil, feared for its nuclear ambitions, and criticized for his human rights violations. But how is Iran really like? Is it really that dangerous? Do Iranians really hate Americans and the West? Many people thought I was insane to travel to Iran alone, but I decided to go and check it out myself. My first stop was Tehran. A lot of traffic, a lot of pollution, and a lot of people. About 20 million. Also a lot of billboards with religious propaganda. The murals in the former US Embassy seem to confirm that Iranians are religious fanatics who hate America. However, my personal experience interacting with Iranians might surprise you. They were welcoming.
We love tourists.
Respectful.
I love all the humans. It doesn't matter if you are American or Iranian or Persian or whatever. As far as you are human.
Curious?
Oh, you want to do it to me? Okay. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. It's recording.
And very kind.
Iranian very like the love than the fight.
This is the home of the Iranian Revolution, but it's also the home of the great Persian civilization, a country rich in culture and tradition. Big cosmopolitan cities contrast with the slow pace of the small towns. Religion is important in Iran, but it's not all what the Iranians have in mind. Although it is an Islamic state, they're quick to point out that there are no Arabs. They're Persians, they speak Farsi, and they have their own culture. Premarital sex and alcohol are prohibited here, but from what I was told, people do both, they're just discreet. Despite decades of economic sanctions, Iranians have managed to keep up with the modern world. You won't find international brands, but you can find anything locally made. There are not McDonald's or Starbucks here, but there are plenty of fast food chains and many beautiful tea shops I couldn't get tired of. Hollywood blockbusters are forbidden in Iran, but they do have their own movies. Internet cafes or coffee nets are everywhere despite the severe censorship of the web. After the revolution, the use of the chador was reinforced by authorities, but nowadays I run into different and more relaxed interpretations of the hijab. Conservative and liberals in terms of fashion walk side by side. Iranian women can drive, vote, work, and walk on the streets alone. 60% of the people who graduate from universities are women. Yet there is a long way to go to have equal rights in Iran. One thing they cannot do is to travel alone. As a solo female backpacker, I was an oddity, but I was always treated with respect.
And I really appreciate you because you come here alone. It's really strange.
Iranians are kind, but they also feel misunderstood.
There is a lot of negative propaganda about Iran, and we are here, and that's our duty as a guide to tell them that the media of the, let's say, the empire of the media of the Westerners are really making bad face of Iran. Come to Iran and see the fact here.
The people I met hope that more tourists come to their country and see the real Iran. This is definitely not the same Iran of the Islamic Revolution. With more than 2/3 of the population under the age of 30, more changes are yet to come.
Inshallah, next time you see you in Tehran with your husband, no boyfriend, husband, you be sure I speak with the Spanish with you.
Perfect, señorita.
Senorita.